Staying in a suite on a cruise is a vastly different experience compared to choosing a balcony cabin. Likewise, interior rooms aren't the same as balconies. Whether you're used to splurging on some of the best rooms on board a cruise or enjoying a standard veranda, diversifying your stateroom selection comes with a cost. Of course, the primary benefit of downsizing to a smaller cruise cabin is that you're going to save money. The less you spend on your staterooms, the more you'll have to spend on add-ons like drink packages, shore excursions, Wi-Fi, and more. Additionally, you could choose to pocket the savings, allowing you to cruise more frequently and visit more destinations around the world. However, if you enjoy the perks that accompany booking a suite or cannot fathom foregoing your private balcony, your experience in the smaller stateroom may not be worth the cost savings. So here are 6 things that you'll regret downsizing to a smaller cruise ship cabin. And up first are 3 things you'll regret when opting to book a standard cabin versus a suite. First, standard staterooms come with far fewer perks. From priority boarding to access to the exclusive onboard lounges and even private butlers, booking a suite ensures a heightened level of luxury and personalized service throughout your vacation. If you enjoy all the finer details that elevate your onboard cruise experience, downsizing to a standard cabin will leave you without these spacious accommodations, convenience, and other offerings that accompany suites. To some, this alone could make or break a cruise. Those who like to be pampered on vacation will find that there are far fewer services available for those in regular staterooms. If, for instance, you book one of the most opulent suites at sea, you'll likely have access to a butler who will go above and beyond to make sure that every request is met, whether that's unpacking your suitcase, booking specialty restaurants, organizing a cocktail party, or even drawing a bath for you after a long day. If you've sailed on the same ship before, booking a suite will ensure that you have a different experience. Let's say that you've cruised on board Royal Caribbean's Oasis or Harmony of the Seas a few times now over the last few years. You know the lay of the land and you've done all the onboard activities, including the Ultimate Abyss, Dry Slide, the Mini Golf, Zip Line, and the Perfect Storm water slides. On your upcoming cruise, you may want to prioritize spending additional time in your stateroom during the day. If that's the case, you'll want to book a Star or Sky class suite within the Royal Suite class, as this will guarantee you access to the largest accommodations on the ship, as well as permit you to dine in Coastal Kitchen, which is Royal Caribbean's suite-only dining room. Moreover, you'll get complimentary access to upgraded bathroom amenities, Wi-Fi, a suite lounge, and exclusive concierge services to enhance your vacation. Likewise, cruisers familiar with the Carnival brand may appreciate the enhanced suite offerings on their 3 Excel class ships. While these ships have tons to do on board, they stand out even further by providing the most unique suite experiences compared to any other ships in the fleet. Those staying in Excel suites receive access to Loft 19, as well as complimentary room service, upgraded bathroom amenities, and free on-demand movies. Another consideration is that suites usually offer a more inclusive cruise experience. If you're sailing on one of the mainstream cruise lines like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, or MSC, you'll find that these unfortunately are not all-inclusive vacations. However, the level of inclusivity can vary. Some ships provide suite guests with a more inclusive experience, with perks like complimentary drink packages, Wi-Fi, gratuities, specialty dining, and more. If you don't want to worry about having to feel nickel and dimed on your cruise, you may regret choosing to stay in a standard cabin, as you'll have to pay extra for those add-ons. Of course, unless you're sailing on an ultra-luxury line like Regent Silverseas, the experience won't be fully all-inclusive, as you'll still have to shell out additional money for shore excursions, flights, spa treatments, and more. That being said, some mainstream cruise lines do allow you to bundle your fare with things like drink packages and Wi-Fi. However, it's usually not the premium option for either. If you prefer to enjoy your vacation with fewer restrictions, you'll have to pay to upgrade. For instance, for Celebrity's classic drink package, you'd have to upgrade to their premium drink package. All right, now we're going to move to 3 things that you'll regret when choosing to book an interior or ocean view cabin instead of a balcony. And up first is that you won't have direct access to the fresh air. I've cruised in cabins ranging from small interior rooms to junior suites. Whenever I decide to splurge on a balcony, I make sure to enjoy breakfast outside at least once during my vacation, if not most mornings. There's something quite special about sipping coffee and having fresh fruit delivered to your cabin, all while enjoying the scenic oceanfront views from the privacy of your veranda. It's nice to be steps away from fresh air too. If you're particularly worried about motion sickness, select a cabin located in the middle of the ship, otherwise known as midship. Plus, many cruisers suggest that fresh air and gazing at the horizon both help to combat the unpleasant symptoms that accompany seasickness. On scenic cruises to destinations like Alaska or Norway, a balcony will come in handy as it often gives guests a front row seat to breathtaking views without having to deal with the crowds on the top decks. You can keep your eyes out for wildlife, stargaze, or simply relax away from other passengers. If you're in an interior or ocean view room, you'll likely have to spend more time out of your cabin in order to fully appreciate the region. Another thing to consider is that stateroom upgrades aren't guaranteed, so you should reserve the cabin that you want at the time of booking. If you're hoping to score a balcony stateroom for less by booking an interior cabin and then paying for an upgrade closer to the sail date, you may end up disappointed in your original cabin. Today, cruise ships are sailing closer to full capacity, meaning there are fewer cabins available leading to the cruise. In fact, I recently booked a last-minute cruise on board Celebrity Ascent. When I went to book the cruise, it was fully sold out. However, an ocean view stateroom did later become available. Either way, there weren't as many options as I'm used to when booking a cruise, so I really couldn't be picky. Rather than rely on luck, it's best to book the actual cabin that you want from the very beginning, as waiting for the last-minute upgrades can be a risky gamble. Reserving your desired stateroom in advance ensures that you're able to plan your cruise experience with confidence. Another advantage to booking your preferred cabin is that you'll be able to take advantage of the ongoing promotions. If, for example, the cruise line is offering onboard credit, the amount you receive is usually based on your total spend, meaning that you'll get less if you go with the economical cabin in hopes of later upgrading. In addition, larger families will appreciate the extra space that can be found in a balcony room. Since balconies tend to be larger than an interior or ocean view room, families of 3 or 4 won't have to struggle as much to comfortably reside in a single room together for the duration of the sailing. For example, an interior stateroom on board Carnival's Celebration is around 158 square feet, whereas their standard balcony cabins measure 250 square feet, with 200 being dedicated to the interior portion of the room and around 50 square feet to the balcony. Not only will a larger family have more interior living space to navigate, but there's also a private balcony to allow for some more privacy. Similarly, interior cabins on Wonder of the Seas measure 172 square feet. While larger than those in Celebration, they're still not quite as large as the balcony rooms, which come in around 182 square feet, with an additional 50 square feet of living space out in the balcony. All right, everyone, that's all we have for today. Those are 6 things that you might regret if you decide to downsize to a smaller cruise cabin. Comment below if you think it's worthwhile to cruise in a cheaper cabin, or whether you're someone who likes to splurge on a more exclusive suite experience. Be sure to like and subscribe to Cruise Blog if you haven't already, so that you'll be notified every time we have a new video. Thank you for tuning in today, everybody, and happy cruising!